For many years, South Sudan has been known not only for its beauty and natural wealth, but also for its political struggle. Two names, Dr. Machar and President Salva Kiir Mayardit, have shaped the story, the pain, and the hope of this young nation. In this special program, we take a deep look into their relationship, the history of their differences, the peace agreement, the mistrust, and the possibility of working together for the good of the country. South Sudan became an independent country on July 9, 2011. It was a day of joy. People celebrated in Juba and across the whole nation. After many years of war with Sudan, South Sudanese people finally had a flag, a national anthem, and a dream of peace. At that time, Salva Kiir Mayardit was the president and Dr. Machar was the vice president. Both were seen as heroes of the liberation struggle. They came from different regions, with Kiir from Barghazal and Machar from the Unity State. But both had fought for one cause, freedom. For a short time, things looked bright. The well-supported South Sudan aid organization came in and people expected life to improve. But after independence, political cracks started to appear. In 2013, only 2 years after independence, a disagreement between the two leaders turned into a deadly civil war. Thousands were killed and millions were displaced. Families ran for their lives, towns and villages were destroyed. The trust between Dr. Machar and President Salva Kiir was broken. Each side accused the other of plotting against the government. The hope that South Sudan at independence began to fade. The international community called for peace. The Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD, began peace talk in Addis Ababa, but even when peace deals were signed, fighting often started again. The civil war changed everything. Ordinary people suffered the most. Farmers left their land. Children could not go to school. Prices went up and hunger spread across the country. Many South Sudanese citizens still live in refugee camps in Ethiopia, Sudan, Uganda, and Kenya. Others live in displacement camps inside the country. This is the saddest reality of political division. When leaders fight, the people suffer. According to many reports, millions lost their life, their home, and tens of thousands lost their life since 2013. The country that once had great hope became known for war and crisis. Even with all this pain, there were always attempts to restore peace. In 2015, the agreement on the resolution of the conflict in South Sudan was signed. Dr. Machar returned to Juba and took the oath again as first Vice President of South Sudan. For a short time, people believed peace had come, but fighting broke out again in 2016, forcing Dr. Machar to flee the country. Years passed and peace talk continued. In 2018, another agreement, the Reply Peace Agreement, was signed. Once again, the two leaders promised to work together. Machar returned to Juba in 2020 and a unity government was formed. That peace deal gave hope once more. the citizens started to dream of a future where Kiir and Machar could sit together and rebuild South Sudan. Even though both men now serve in one government, the relationship is still full of mistrust. There are disagreements over security arrangement, election, and the unification of forces. Some people close to President Salva Kiir Mayardit still see Dr. Machar as a political rival. Others close to Dr. Machar say the president does not fully share power as promised. The mistrust slows down progress. Projects stop, peace implementation delay, elections are postponed. The people wait, still waiting for real peace. What if they work together? Now let's imagine something different. What if President Kiir Mayardit and Dr. Machar truly decided to forgive the past and work hand in hand for the nation? If both leaders choose peace over power, unity over division, and progress over revenge, South Sudan could rise again. Together, they could rebuild school, hospital, and road. They could bring back refugees from neighboring countries. They could open the way for national elections that are fair, free, and peaceful. Imagine both of them standing side by side, speaking one message: let us build our nation together. Such a message could heal wounds that have lasted for more than a decade. Let's listen to the voice of ordinary South Sudanese citizens. A mother in Bor said, "We are tired of running. We want to live in peace. I don't care who leads as long as there is peace." A young man in Apanal in Malakal said, "We were born during war and we are growing up in war. We want to see something different. Let our leader forgive each other." A teacher in Wau said, "Our children need school, not guns. We want both leaders to work together. The country belongs to all of us." Everywhere, the people speak one language, the language of peace. South Sudan is expected to hold national elections soon. This election could become a turning point if both President Salva Kiir Mayardit and Dr. Machar choose dialogue and cooperation. Election can make a new beginning. A peaceful election will not only show unity, but will also open the door for development. Investors will come back. Humanitarian aid will focus on rebuilding. But if mistrust continues and one side tries to silence the other, the story could repeat itself and another conflict could begin. The world is watching. The African Union, IGAD, and the United Nations all want to see a peaceful transition. But the real decision lies in the hand of Kiir and Machar. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is a strength. If both leaders forgive each other and work together, they will be remembered as a founder of strong South Sudan, not destroyer. They can prove that leadership is not about fighting for power, but about serving the people. Both men have a long history in the liberation struggle. They fought for freedom. Now it is time to fight for peace. Peace is not something that comes from a paper agreement. It comes from the heart. If President Kiir and Dr. Machar can sit together, honestly, open their heart and agree to move forward, South Sudan will shine again. Community will start to reconcile. The Nuer, Dinka, Shuluk, Equatoria, and all tribes will see that peace is possible. South Sudan's future depends on the decision made today by its leader. The international community has a role to play, but not to control South Sudan. They can support peace effort, but the real peace must come from within. Neighboring countries like Ethiopia, Kenya, and Uganda also want to see a peaceful South Sudan because stability helps the whole region. foreign government can support peace project, but they cannot make peace between two leaders who do not trust each other. They must come from President Kiir and Dr. Machar themselves. Despite everything, there's still hope. South Sudanese are strong people. They have survived war, anger, and displacement. Now they want to live in peace. They want to see their children grow in safety. The young generation, those who were born after independence, are the future. They are not interested in war. They want education, job, and development. To President Salva Kiir Mayardit and Dr. Machar in Durgon, the people of South Sudan are watching you. They are praying for peace. They want to unite and rebuild the nation you both helped to create. Let there be no more war. Let there be no more revenge. Let there be cooperation, development, and forgiveness. History will remember both of you, either as leaders who destroy the dream or as heroes who save it. The choice is yours. This has been a special report from Changfied News. We believe peace is possible if leaders choose it. South Sudan does not need another war. It needs wisdom, humility, and unity. If President Kiir and Dr. Machar work together, the country can finally move toward the national election with hope and confidence. Thank you for watching Changfied News. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and join us next time for more updates on South Sudan and the region. Together, let's believe in peace. Yana Roy Kamanan and Gua Kakwi South Sudan, Kam Dr. Machar Kene Kiir Mayardit. Yana Roy Katin Konalat Karodian Tinde Malde de Janungre Wika South Sudan. Kenya Makan Konun Yam Gore no Jin be subscribe Kachang for YouTube channel ko bitin Konalat Karodian Bikeling. Kakoru Tungwan South Sudan Shajang Achalong Kagoide. Kata dan and take a quackaje, ko South Sudan, riang jikelong. Take a quack dial, take a liet, take a rich, take a tungwanton corn gorke, a la goli, key natural resources. Dundore wika South Sudan take a show dangro, teach a cook. Show Dr. Machar can a show self came a yardit. Qua dangro to tire historica. Katisha ngacha long kata chika struggle kaje ko de South Sudan de jekshit ka kwaren kokien. An South Sudan jataka kori ka ron kin dangraudi wal jok gwase chi Dr. Machar kana kirmi yadi chika gwatin. South Sudan chi independent je jek ka shanga bangwan ka pai baro ron kin dangraudi wal kel. Chulo nyen dial chotes chu netung wan chu kana nokolong chu taka bol chu adon ka kit ka dit. Namo shu which South Sudan ke liu choy nong mal magwa. Kakorun dangro shu kor chu tuok. Ray wik ka juba. Gwaz mi chu netung wan shu ka liutin. Meche South Sudan, chicken, berian chicken a kujak. Gajan gwaz dan, selpa ke mayadit. Ajala kuera, Dr. Machar first by president. Kan dangro, guyege lo kaneti chi South Sudan chicken a ladika. Alo kanete noka te de South Sudan de kana nang niam ki de kana jako be te ka chang chop dundo ka kor chu te ka ring mi chito ka kor me shi independent me chito ka 2011 ke 2013 chu kor chu to kor min run dang ro krodian chu disagreement chu to ka do badan de queen kwar de jalat keje chu reng Machar chu de gorno jan baja barode chung la kwar chu kir chu jelok an wena mo chu kir mi yadi chu gorno ba kor be je tok ka gorge jano de maldare ben chukor mo chutore wiki juba chu Dr. Machar chu rodo wojre wich are kura mo chene shupke million shaka joch ka chene 1000 shaka nak re wich ka juba chukor mo chutok chutene de ngwan chu tesnien te gane te ngwan to gor ke kilme yadit kane te ngwan to gor ke Dr. Machar ke kwi kore dane chutok chwa gujeno chikilme yadit yere ke jelat ko chana te ka jako ba kana ko jen logo ba ko in kwar ba jelado neto wan ngas ke jeno mi sha election cha jelat ti dial de ka go dundo neto kon shunkel ke Kiir cha de gorno te ke election mi de lat tayi dane shi ke chama che yor ke jere wiki juba me chere mo cha che juire wich che tegne di chunkel kereng Machar te cha Kiir gujen ojen che dorkel che jenak alon tama tela ne tungwan cha Kiir cha jalangas ka karun dialati international community gurkan also Sudan der tekamal set ke intergovernmental authority on development alahigat kan Africa Union ka jimaltin ko kian chu kan goro big mal bikan la rewich ka de sababa ko de South Sudan der tekamal are kure dan chenetin wan che ga joj che jidor che joj ka refugee camp chu men tama netin wan chen kan refugee camp netin kon te cha joj rewich ka South Sudan nuare te refugee camp dinka te refugee camp dur dial tentere wika South Sudan ken 64 tribe dial chankan refugee camp tandi ente ke Ethiopia tandi ente ke Sudan tandi ente ke Uganda tandi ente ke Kenya aloka ne de sha displace ke cha jo re which dan e chicken kula struggle ke ja ti danu ne ka dungmi no kirm yadi do maldere ben re wika South Sudan antama ade na de ke chonkel de ke let ke ngum de je Kiir ajaram danan te kalwan ko dara maldere janok ko da rima charge goro bi malbedaten dino ci kirm yadi te jagor kaman go kelon gorgo jeno de maldere ben kaje o de national election de jelat de jiwich de kan kwarkene kono nokanke de kan ka kwany bad wena me charge nok kuma kirm yadi me cha da rima charge gno jin bore wiki juba ke 2015 choje nok ron kin dangred well diet your agreement choje tan your resolution of the conflict in South Sudan choje talk chu darga Machar chu nyoglo re wiki juba ka kore ke 2016 chu kor chu ro nyogmo to goro da ka presidential palace ka chu darga Machar chu nyogmo joy ke jarar kare kor mi di long an wena mo chu mal chu nyogo jek ke ron kin dangre wal badak chu mal chu nyogmo tan ke je re wiki kartum chu darga Machar we chu no ba mal ba je tan ko chala no shene me to kor e Kiir an wena mo ne chu darga Machar chu ore wich ka juba karon kin dangro jandangro ka kimal ka kana made dan e chatan an wena mo chu kan chu goro biga let kel me cha gurno de election de jelat chu Kiir chu janyo mo ko je passport an ko inquiry chu ayo niam ke 2024 de ko inquiry lar ke je chu anan ka 2026 ka jaron kin dangro jandangro de me chu ko ro de nyok kamili to nyok kam kwar dangro duno ankore jaga me chele la dakre Machar duno akorum je to kam hali keneti ko la de ne kirm yadi ko che ko dangro char din ngat kirm yadi che dakre Machar che ngat gwe jano kenete konte nyen ke de ne ka de nyen ke de ne SSPDF la nwer wa hami ajana dakre Machar jokoma ana men shagu jano she tok ko ne ko nyen ke dini kana je kana hali bat ko ne ti kan wari chagu jeno ci kirma yadit ci agono be da Machar ba je yen kana je kwara dial tamra ina kuna la tijino ne kudun mun no kirma yadit no dara mal dara ja la ko de mal dara bare wi ka South Sudan dara tedi ko jaram dana te ka power ke te ka long dum mun no ko jeno bi mal be ben abiga titken be kana nyoko me kep kan ka abiga let ke la nyok ngum de je sikir mi yadi chamche na mo che de gor kwaje le lang lerlen kon mo gwaseme bu konte ngajin wonene ne dial nokan mal rewi ka South Sudan ne dial gor ko mal derteten ram kel karwa de long mal e Kiir ko dar Machar che surrender wal se guje no tel domede nate dagla na gaja na wo gwa kel chero marawi ka juba na makarwa de chagu jene ti ngwana no jene weakness ka Dr. Machar ba Dr. Machar jene normal ti je Kiir no normal chan alat national election alat ke je but here look Kiir mi yadi de ajen do badanen sirol chiganong du non tam ti dana wonana ngum shi Dr. Machar kene Kiir mi yadi de ngum shi kan mal chigan ta ke je ngum lo Kiir mon go ba national election ba jelat ke je ke win mon ja gwich African Union jagwich IGAD jagwich United Nation ka guch gor kano South Sudan der te kamala mo der tin ko de ne dial kondin te garo ji kem tin te role Ethiopia role Uganda role Kenya amene dial kondin te rei which ka juba ki across South Sudan kelu de ka brar ka kem ne de ka lo rei which de mala mo de chulat ke de ram kwara man no ka der je chu kwan ngum lo kire je Kiir ja Ramadan ente ke ki mede malder ja gor ka de malder ben amite chaga long just word mede kiralat der dial de ka goya ko mishara mo kwara che ja kwan ruun tel mishale bel de ngaje no ngak chaja dak anyok dere hope ke siang mo gwa dere ja kamne konte la ngwane tin goru jano der we chre wi ka South Sudan batem cha gujino Kiir dictatorship la damo ka che gor no te ka kuin kwar mu de lat antama ne to ngwan jen kan ku kan ro ku ka defak chit kan yal de nyal che jen re ku mo ka Kiir ma yadi charo mo ga par do den mi chal ka South Sudan Salvation Movement mo nyon jen go mi Kiir ma yadi che bu no bi mal ben South Sudan ba wo gwan te chodi an lot pal ne ko bi mal ba de tin nang na rodan lana mal lana unity ko bi South Sudan ba te ka long lasting peace and let pray ka dob dan de malder ben kaje rewi ka South Sudan gwasa me ka Changfied YouTube channel gor konen wode kon nying malde kon kalin ka dob dan to kan kaje amma la be rewi ka South Sudan ko telegan bile wiye taram bile liu ka tel join binala nak dia ta kamal